It was a Saturday of speeches and presentation as young Nigerians living abroad under the auspices of the Bello Diaspora Support Movement held an international world conference to declare their intentions to galvanize support for Governor Bello of Kogi State to become the president of Nigeria come 2023. The event, which took place in London, United Kingdom, had over 70 participants joining from not fewer than 5 continents of the world via Zoom. While presenting his speech, International Convener Bello's Diaspora Support Movement, Ambassador Akimosun Kolawole, said their reason for supporting Governor Bello is predicted of his way of handling security issues in Kogi State, which is the worst challenge of Nigeria as a nation. Mr. Akimosun, who is a British Nigerian, says the governor's women and youth inclusiveness in governance is another important reason for supporting him. He vowed that their movement will mobilize international image, laundering, and diplomatic engagement towards the realization of the agenda. He says their group is represented in all the continents of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, young people in Nigeria have always agitated for inclusion in governance and political leadership in the country. This is so because the country has witnessed absence of youth and women in position of authority. Therefore, making the most populated demographic group to be first hour of leadership and government. It is, however, very humbling and exciting that in Kogi State, Governor Bello has made it a deliberate policy to engage the youth and women more than ever in the history, thereby making Kogi to produce the youngest governor ever, youngest chief of staff ever, and very many young people in the government, just as he has elevated the place of women in governance. Today, the secretary to the state government, head of service of the state, among many others, are women. It is on this note that we, the Diaspora, Bello Diaspora Support Movement, wish to address the world with the affirmation points to declare international support for the presidential project of Governor Bello. After this press conference, our women shall officially inaugurate our executive, contact mobilizers for the task ahead in the 3rd week of February. Our task is simple: to mobilize Nigerians in diaspora to support the presidential project, engage in diplomatic activities with the governments of the countries where we live to support the project, and also louder the image of His Excellency across all international media and diplomatic space.
While giving his presentation, special guest for the occasion and Chief of Staff to the Governor, Pharmacist Jamiu Abdulkarim Asuku, says history is made as Nigerians abroad, not minding the comfort of their various locations, are out to effect a change for the betterment of Nigeria.
The common spirit and interest of finding a way forward that will bring Nigeria into the limelight as we aspire to compete with other developed nations across the world. Today is historic. Today will go down memory lane as the day Nigerians in diaspora have decided to give back their voices in support of good governance back home to create a democratic change that will drag our people out of pedestrian politics and retrogressive hurdles that have been foisted on us by decades of inaction by those whose voices could pull down the wall between us and development. Today, we are a step closer to pulling down the walls between us and development. What you are doing today will tell the world that Nigerians are ready not to forget the discomforting insecurity and disunity back home even when they are in the comfort of Europe and Asia.
Speakers at the event include International Co-Convener of the movement in USA, Mr. Tolulokpe Dada, the Co-Convener for Asia and Australia, Mr. Ola Oluwa Tosho, the Speaker of Kogi State House of Assembly, Honorable Matthew Kolawole, Kogi State Honorable Commissioner for Information, Honorable Kingsley Fanwo, Honorable Commissioner for Finance, Budget and Economic Planning, Honorable Ashiwaju Ashiro Idris, Director General Research, Documentation and Strategy, Barrister Okezi, and Special Advisor to the Governor on Youth and Students, Honorable Jibri Oludare, among others. While speaking during the event, the facilitator and chief convener, who doubles as the senior special assistant to the Governor on political matters, Omoluabi Bode Adeyemi, says Governor Bello's undeniable footprints in 4 thematic areas of security, women and youth inclusiveness and governance, religious and ethnic balancing and sensitivity are what Nigeria needs in 2023 for accelerated development and unity of purpose.
By the grace of God, we have a governor who has demonstrated unassailable capacity. He is a leader that will never negotiate with criminals. Governor Bello also represents the unity of Nigeria. His ambition is obviously going to correct 60 years of marginalization of the people of North Central in the presidency of Nigeria from the democratic leadership point of view. So as far as we are concerned, this project is one that is dear to us. This project is one that is important to us. And this project is one that is backed by God. And I want to believe that by the personalities that constitute this great movement, that Governor Bello's name, legacies, and what he represents will be better positioned and shown to the world.
The group says the inaugural of their continental executives would take place in the 3rd week of February.
Our movement shall officially inaugurate our executive, contact mobilizers for the task ahead in the 3rd week of February.
Tolulokpe Himekaye reporting for SGTV News.